At Viber Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Viber Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Viber Finance. We are the future of crypto.
NP died. Just kidding. That shit is pumping like hell. We got green candles all over the place. I mean, bubbles all over the place. It's a good night. The P-Die, Atropa, Dilemma, Mystery, Saga continues. If any of you guys saw Khaos Kris's stream earlier, definitely was really good. Hodlnomix is an awesome guy. Really humble. Definitely check that out if you didn't see it. They went through pretty much everything, all the newest stuff that's came out. And as of right now, it's what's carrying the ecosystem. I mean, I'm not going to lie. You know, even Atropa was at over a penny earlier. And, you know, following exactly suit to this trend line. So look for a pullback to like, I don't know, 6,500 or so. And then hopefully we resume our mission. P-Die, you know, that some of that FUD came out about it. And there were no transactions, hashes that were able to be posted. So as of right now, it looks just like allegations for the most part. But I'm here to listen to all sides of it. I'm not biased in any way. You know, I hold some P-Die, I hold some Atropa. And I'm going to just see how it goes. You know, we definitely made some profits on them, as well as some of the other PRC20s. You know, Aave was one that I just sold almost all my bag of. You know, I saw that pump up. It was like 30-something% in the last 24 hours. So, I don't know. There's certain times where when you've seen the markets go up and down like this for months, I've been here pretty much every day watching these PRC20s. And when you get these kind of God candles, geez, who's on the 5-minute chart over there? Man, I don't know. Some degens must be taking over my computer. But when I see pumps like this, I mean, I'm taking profits. I have a good feeling it's coming back. And if not, it is what it is. I missed the boat and I still have some of my bag left and I was able to make some profits, and you're not going to be able to win everything. What up, Alan, my man? Secured ink and pulse during this run up. That a boy. Yeah. I just bought ink. I was doing LP and I was like, you know what? I'm going to just take this out and I'm going to just degen trade. And I was right before the P-Die pump. So did the degen trading with that. It was fun as hell. And just bought an extra 100 ink. So I think I got a couple hundred sitting in my ledger. And I'm going to just see where it goes. You know, I think that all 5 of the coins are going to pump at different times. So I'm going to be ready to take profits and expect the unexpected. You know, PulseX is the one that's dead and down the most right now. So I'm kind of looking for that one to maybe surprise someone. Or even HEX. You know, I loaded up on HEX. I bought another 100,000 today because I thought, I just have a feeling that all 3 of the coins, well, both HEXs, Pulse and PulseX, are going to do very similar. Kind of like how the Atropa and the DAI charts are very similar. The Pulse and the PulseX charts are very similar. I think they're going to do similar numbers, but I could be wrong. And I'll be ready for moonshots. What up, Godfather J6? How's it going, my man? Bobby. P-Die is still a glory hole. I can't imagine a real glory hole. I love to joke about them, but think about that for a second. Well, Bobby, if you ever stumble into one in real life, you let us know the results of that. So, all right, let's look at how we doing today on PulseX. All right, we were able. I was wrong last night on stream. I said PulseX is about to gain to drop another zero. No. We're about to gain a zero, which I can't remember the last time I said that. Maybe in like the early days of when Zen launched or something, talking about it just going to go down. Obviously, that's how the coin works. But man, that was brutal. Gaining another zero temporarily, but we're able to bounce back and hold above that 90% down mark. But guys, it's all right. You know, things are turning. Richard put out some tweets today. His crypto lawyers aren't using all the defense. The crypto lawyers out there aren't using all the defenses available to them. He came up with some ideas. So he's got his whole list now of defenses that are going to help potentially his case, and we'll see where it goes. I mean, if he really did this himself, which I don't think he did, I think this was obviously his legal system, but it just shows Richard. He's not going to fight. He's not going to get ran over. He's going to fight for what he thinks is right. And I respect him for that. You know, this was a great tweet by Havivi. Bitcoin had an inflation bug twice. Base stopped producing blocks within its first month of existence. Solana has been hacked down 5 times. Algorand hacked for 10 million. Tron exploited for 10. Avalanche was hacked twice for around 35. Binance has been compromised 12 times. Hex and Pulsechain users unaffected. So there you go. That just shows you the power of DeFi and why when people shit on Pulsechain and they want Richard Hart in jail and they want us to fail, they don't understand the consequences of that. How bad it could get if there is no actual decentralized place to trade. This was an interesting tweet. Bank of Poland just unexpectedly cut rates by 75 basis points with inflation still at 10%. Do you get it yet? Do you know where we are in the cycle? It's the election year in Poland, and the ruling party understands its voter base really well and how much this rate cut will do for them, even if temporarily. Inflation in Europe won't come down until the war ends, though. So this is a sign of what's coming, guys. We're going to be in an election year next year, and the administration has to look good. And I watched Sami's video he put out, I think it was today or yesterday, and it was so good, talking about the manipulation in the Bitcoin price or in the chart. He showed a couple times where back in 2019 and earlier, I think it was this week, it was clear manipulation. Somebody is keeping Bitcoin suppressed. And I kind of believe him because you just see so many things in the news, so many bullish catalysts, and we get nothing. Zero price action. Nothing can affect the price. Good news, bad news, it's all staying the same. Now, Visa payments to include multiple blockchain networks, stablecoins, CBDCs, and tokenized deposits. Now, this was a really good article right here. How blockchains are entering their broadband era. The internet got the last laugh. Blockchain networks will get their turn. You know, in the early days of the internet, it was not uncommon, even in major publications, for opinion writers to scoff, painting the fledgling web as little more than an upstart tech project with no real future. The internet's going nowhere, and we all know how that turned out. And blockchain today shares some parallels with the early internet, particularly more than their fair share of skeptics, hecklers, and critics. Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists. It's hard not to hear echoes of the past self-certainty whenever an analyst says something like blockchains are too slow, too hard to use, too expensive. At Visa, we've been on the forefront of payments technology for more than 6 decades. We saw the potential for the internet in its early days, and it played a major role in helping it scale and support new forms of commerce. Today, we see significant potential for blockchain networks and many possible futures. Here are a few areas of focus. Efficient global settlement. They worked with USDC to bring a stablecoin to Ethereum, Crypto.com partnered with them. This year, we've expanded that settlement pilot to both issuer and acquirer partners and to Solana. So they're working with all these different blockchains, cross-border disbursements. Today, Visa Direct, our push payments platform, can reach nearly 7 billion endpoints, including more than 3 billion cards, 2 billion accounts, and 1.5 billion digital wallets. It helps enable same-day payment for rideshare drivers, fast insurance payouts, remittances, early access to wages. Guys, these things are going to change so fast. And if Visa's coming out and they're now bullish on crypto, MasterCard's doing the same damn thing. You know it. And Bitcoin miners. I was in a Spaces. I'm going to have to look more into it, but Bitcoin mining is so beneficial to the power grid that it's going to change a lot for different countries around the world, especially third world countries, because with the extra power, what they can do with it. So Bitcoin mining is going to be a whole market that's going to just keep growing and growing and growing. And we don't really see it here, but in third world countries, that's where they're affected. That's where this technology, in my opinion, is going to make the biggest difference. And it's just crazy that all this news, the prices of crypto are just going sideways, going sideways, going sideways. And it's like, how much longer can this last before we just pop? No, I feel like that moment is coming. You know, JP Morgan exploring blockchain-based payment and settlement system. So we know them. They built out Onyx. The proposed digital token payment and settlement system could hasten transaction speed while lowering costs, with the deposit token representing a digital version of customers' deposits. It could be used to send funds to users of a different bank or settle tokenized securities. So there we go. And real world assets. This is a great website, rwa.xyz. Go check that out. It's really cool. Institutions, asset managers, and researchers use the website to analyze tokenized assets. So you can view the dashboard here, and it's really cool. There's $553 million in active loans out. And these are all on the blockchain. And it tells you what companies. You know, this is with Goldfinch in the United States here, Mexico, agriculture and carbon. So this stuff is coming, guys. We're in its infancy right now. And just tokenizing everything. The blockchain is like that, the highways that are being laid down, and then the cities and the glitz and the glamour and the fun can come after that. And that's going to happen. You know, one of the coins I'm bullish on is Relio Network. I've been talking about it for so long on here. RIO, it's on the Stellar Network. And it's one of the coins I'm most bullish on for this next cycle. You know, they have kind of the first mover advantage. No one knows about them really. It's a tiny market cap, and they just have the partnerships. And I didn't even realize they had staking. I just went to the website for the first time, but 12% staking right there. For RIO, you must have RIO even if outside chain. So you can get it in your native wallet, on your Lobster wallet, and then you can stake it right there. 7-day unbonding process. That sucks. So you know what? Screw that. But it's there, you know, and I just like where everything is going. I see it. Alan was and I talked the other day about real estate, and we didn't even get to mention all these new developments and these communities that are being built, and the houses are being sold as NFTs on the blockchain, and the amount of friction that reduces, the amount of time that saves, the amount of money and cost that saves. You know, that's going to be a whole nother market that blows up. So there's just endless companies and use cases that I can think of that are going to have to be huge in the future. And right now, this is why P-DAI is the best thing for the Pulsechain ecosystem, because it's bringing new eyes in. You know, what else right now is going to bring new people in? You know, all they care about is speculating and green candles and pumps and getting in the community and saying, where the hell is this going? Is it going to $1, $10? Who knows? And that's what crypto is right there. And I'm so happy that there's a whole group of guys behind the P-DAI research. the Telegram group, and it's fun to be a part of. You know, instead of just harping on all the bad shit that's going on and all the negativity out there, it's nice to see good guys, good people having fun and not harming anybody. I don't know anybody that's gotten hurt so far, besides one guy that came into the stream and said they bought Bullion 5 or some coin, which I had never even heard of at the time. And I don't know. It looked like it was a new coin that launched, and he might have bought the wrong one. But regardless, it's like, who's really getting hurt in this? You know, it's creating a stir. It's creating a divide between the community. But whatever. If you can't, I've been in the HEX community now for over 3 years. You know, and almost 4 now, because I got in 2020. I got into the adoption amplifier. I was watching Richard Hart. I was watching, I think, Maddie and Hexo at the time. It was really all that there was. And if these guys can't see how this is beneficial for the ecosystem, and they can't open up and talk about it, it's like, what are you gonna talk about? What new projects are you gonna get behind? Only the ones you pick and choose? Like, we got to be supportive of everybody building on Pulsechain. And look at what happens when you greet people with open arms. The community, it's the most viral thing besides, I think, I would say, the Tang Gang, the HOA team. They're the ones also that are making a huge splash and making noise out there. But other than that, who's out there? You know, who wants to hear stake your HEX, stake your HEX? You know, Pulsechain's down 58%, PulseX is down 90%. So, you know, I just want these guys to open up. You have so different words in 48 hours. Once you say it will never reach $1, and now you say it like it can go to 1 or 5. Bro, do you watch my streams? Or do you listen to what I say? And the reason I say, all right, so it's a stable coin, right? So it needs to peg somewhere. So it doesn't matter what that value is. The most important thing is we have a decentralized stable coin to use. One that's not USDC, one that's not USDT, that can be shut down at any point. So if it's pegged at a penny, if it's pegged at 10 cents, $1, or $50, that it doesn't matter. And it's and to peg at $1, the collateralization is $30 billion. So we're gonna have to see billions of coins evaporated, or else else they can never, ever, ever reach that peg. So I would like to see it peg at like 10 cents, which brings down the collateralization to $3 billion, which that's attainable. And I don't, but then what mechanisms are put in place? Nobody knows what keeps it at peg. You know, there's speculation that up and down do it, but the price of it is irrelevant. It's the fact that we have a stable coin that's decentralized that we can use that's important. So I don't think it can go to $1. And if it does, that's awesome. But the sell pressure and these guys that are sitting on hundreds of millions of coins, if it gets up to 50 cents or higher, they're going to just be dumping. Like, people say one thing, but then they're going to be dumping right behind your face. I've seen it for years now. So we would be better off pegging at 10 cents and not having so much volatility on the way up, on the way down, on the way up, on the way down. Exactly, bro. Like, it isn't possible. I mean, it is in theory, but the amount of capital that's going to, right now, there's less than $2 billion in the entire Pulsechain ecosystem. So we're going to have 15 times the amount of liquidity in all of Pulsechain just to collateralize one stablecoin on Pulsechain. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's not even possible. So I know it's not going to peg at $1. Anytime soon, at least not this cycle. So I really am curious to see how this pegs, how this works with the collateralization. The latest research our team has found is both P-Dynatropa will peg at 5x apart from each other. There we go. So that's awesome. See, that's what's more important, that 5x ratio than the actual value of it. Yeah, exactly, Bobby. It is in theory possible, but just the odds of it are not, it's just not it's not logical, it's not feasible right now. I mean, where's all that money going to come from? So I like that right there. It doesn't need the capital you think. It utilizes MEV-based arbitrage across countless tokens to back each attempt. So there we go. So like this isn't my thing. Like I don't know how the real technical stuff works behind the scenes, but I just listen to people that are smarter than me. And the pegging at $1, I would love to see it. And when when information is laid out, I will definitely, adjust to that. The odds are highly likely now. Witnessing test pegs will pump and dumps. Everyone can see it. So, House, do you have any idea at what are we talking at $1 peg there? And then Atropa stays what at $5 or 20 cents? Because Atropa at a penny now, almost a penny, and dies what? Like 6 times less? Yeah, all right. So we're at 0.001. So all right, we need to go up to 0.002, right? And then is that the peg you're talking about? It's testing the peg at the 0.015 right now. And then all right, so it's like 7x higher. And Chopa's testing. Hell yeah. That's awesome, bro. That's what I like to see. And then this could very well be some sort of new technology and some highly sophisticated bot system that no one's ever seen before. And as time progresses and we could see what's been done on the blockchain, we can kind of draw more speculations to what's going on. That's what makes this so awesome, is that no one really knows who's behind this. No one knows what's the end game here and how we're going to get to the end game. But I'm here for the ride. Like this is definitely exciting. All RH would need to do is make it a featured farming pair. The amount of liquidity that would come in would be ungodly. Yeah. And that's going to divide the community. I guess no, it's going to actually, you know what? That would be the best thing for the community. It will get rid of the old toxic mindset of like lock your coins up for 15 years with no access to it. Because with liquid staking out now, locking your coins up for 15 years and not being able to scrape like Texan or trade that liquidity, I just see the paper gains you're going to lose each cycle. It's going to like mentally, if you're not strong as hell, it's going to cripple you. So you got to make sure to keep a liquid bag of that just to keep you sane, I would say. This is the greatest algorithmic code design I've ever seen in my limited 10 years of software and engineering experience. House, would you be willing to come on here, bro? And just explain how this is all working and explain, what you see, because I am not a software engineer at all. That is not my experience or not my expertise. And I would love to learn more, bro. I'm all about trying to figure out what's going on so I can, just spread people the most up-to-date information, what's going on. So if you would be willing to come on and just chop it up, bro, that would be awesome. There's a PLSX pair for LP on PulseX. Let's go. I love it. I love it. I love it. So guys, finally we saw Jim Cramer. The inverse Cramer officially happened. Yeah, how's that? Yeah, bro, let me know. That would be awesome because I want to hear exactly what's going on behind the scenes, how you think it's going. And yeah, bro, because I watched Chris's stream tonight with Hodlnomix. I'm gonna reach out to Hodlnomix if he wants to come on too, and Zach too, because I really like Pulse Reflection. I got a bag of it now. I've had it for like 10 days now since I found out he was behind it. And yeah, I like you guys. You know, you guys are good people. The spaces you put on are productive, they're fun, they're welcoming, and that's what like communities are all about. That's what's going to get us places, is being friendly with each other and realizing like, yeah, we're all in this together. Like we can all support each other. Just because I don't own that coin, why can't we be friends? Like it's so stupid, the tribalism and like the toxicity that's here. Because if people don't watch it and Richard Hart ends up in jail and all this shit happens and HEX crashes and da 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 da, the ramifications all across crypto of you having privacy and the freedom to transact, that goes away. The odds of that drastically improve because Richard is the one person fighting for our decentralized freedom out here. Everyone else is all about control. You know, Binance's staff exodus continues. So they got people have been fleeing left and right now for over a year. And what do you know? As it turns out, Binance does in fact have the power to freeze private wallet addresses on the Binance chain, albeit only with the consensus of its validators. And what about the law? If the law came after them, you don't think they would buckle and give that up? It's disgusting, guys. So we need Pulsechain here. We need people to come and build here because this is the one decentralized free chain out there. And the more people that come here and build, and the bigger of a community we have, the louder of a voice we have, the more economic mass we have, just the better chance of surviving we have. So, guys, this is not good. You know, Binance, I think they're getting rid of they got rid of their stable coins, going into Paxos, which is now cutting their mint moving forward. So they're filtering everybody into the CBDCs, which are USDT and USDC. So it's bad, guys. So we all need to come together here and be welcoming. The HEX OGs gotta realize it's a new world. Like this isn't just HEX anymore. Pulsechain was built so people could come and bring their ideas here. If they fail or if they thrive, that's not the point. They're trying hard and they're launching something they believe in. If it's not malicious, nobody's getting hurt, which I haven't seen anybody getting hurt. The only people I see getting hurt are the dumbasses on Twitter that are just saying stupid shit and fudding the hell out of it when there's clearly, I'll just say this. A lot of the HEX OGs that I talk to that haven't mentioned PDI at all on stream have said that they own it and told me they have some. So, you know, it's not everything isn't what you see. Everything on the internet isn't true. We'll say it that way. We're a huge team. Everyone's good. Hell yeah, bro. Hodlnomix and Zach, good people. Yup. Yeah, but I love being in the spaces with them. They know it all. We work. Bro, that's what it's about, man. Teamwork makes that dream work. Alan, haha, BNB, go. Shaq, House, you're okay with me. Yeah, House is good people. Shaq, man, I love you too, bro. NBA Hall of Famer. You can't hate on the Big Daddy. You know, you definitely just laugh at Chuck and Kenny's ass. You got to respect that. It's pretty messed up on Binance. Yeah, bro, Binance is going away, in my opinion. Shaq, you're good in my book too. Hell yeah, everyone's good here. Everyone that's in this chat is good in my book here. I read the HEX code in 2019. I'm so amazed about these HEX maxis and what they're thinking. Bro, it's sad, bro. It really is a shame. All right, should pick a fight with CZ. If he's getting with the SEC, might as well take Binance. Bro, FTX already ratted him out. FTX already snitched on the whole industry. He's behind bars with the Asian gang right now. You can't even make this stuff up. Like the Barack Obama and the Tucker Carlson thing, that like Where does that go from here? How do they even respond to that? Like, you can't make this stuff up. Rich, like CZ, he's going down, bro. FTX or Sam Bankman-Fried ratted him out. House and Zach are the guys. Yeah, bro. House is. I want to have House come on here, bro. You see, he's definitely a super smart dude, and I would love to learn about the bot behind the scenes here, what he thinks is going on, and how it's gonna ultimately hold peg wherever that ends up being. If it's at 5 cents, 10 cents, $1. If it even, I think these algorithmic stable coins, they don't even need to hold a certain dollar amount. I think they can constantly fluctuate, I believe. So we'll see where this goes. All right, you team up with Elon Musk and get Vitalik to quit ETH and join Pulse. Well, I think Vitalik is already so bought by the World Economic Forum and the IMF and like the banking cartel, the JP Morgans of the world, that he's a sellout, bro. After he just dumped all the maker that he owned, like I can't respect him. P die to $1. Hell yeah, bro. If it, like, I'm down for $1, bro. If it's possible and it doesn't require $30 billion of collateralization, then 100% I'm all about it. But right now with that amount, well, all right, I was under the impression that it required that much with the collateralization rate at 162%. But now that there's been new information that's been brought to my attention by House the Legend, now I will definitely not even say that, because it could actually not even be relevant anymore, which I love to hear, because that was a problem that I knew we could potentially have. 15 times the liquidity of the ecosystem, but backing a stable coin. That sounds a little bit sketchy. So I think he might want out. Dumping Maker is good for a Tropa. Maker's competitor. Yeah, bro. I don't want Vitalik holding anything that we own. Like, he's part of the lizard people. He's sold out. And like, it's funny that all of them did come from Ripple. Gavin Wood, Vitalik, David Schwartz over there. And what's his face? I forget the other Jeb McCaleb. That's who. Jebediah. So yeah, guys, this is awesome. I really I'm gonna look into that more, what House is talking about. But bro, I would love to have you on stream. You don't have to put your face on or whatever. You just do a voice. And I'd love to hear an actual software engineer with 10 years of experience talk about it, because you're the type of people that I want to learn from. Because me trying to tell you guys how this is going to all play out, that shit, I'll look like a dumbass. So I don't even want to do that. I want to just learn from people smarter than me. That way I can relay information to you guys the best way possible. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. Binance going down, and just the amount of bullish news across the ecosystem and the price just not moving. Like, I'm waiting. Holy shit, Astroglide put a coin out. Damn, they were selling so much lube. They got a top 100 coin now. Whew, man, I never thought I would see the day. But HEX, let's go. I bought 100,000 today, this morning, actually, because I think it's undervalued, and I really do think HEX and Pulse and PulseX are all gonna do the same from the bottoms down here. They're all gonna do 50Xs from down here, in my opinion. All at different times throughout the cycle. We're never gonna get one pump of all the coins moving, so it's gonna really trick people and fuck people up, because they're gonna be sitting and waiting for everything to move like it did, but it's not. We're gonna have a new cycle, I think, where coins run at different times. So you're going to have to be ready to take profits and be a savage this cycle. You can't just sit on your hands and just watch things go by. Like we're about to be in 2024, another Bitcoin halving, and things are going to start moving faster. So the easy pickings, the low hanging fruit, it's going to be gone. So you need to be a savage out there and be ready to take profits if Hex on ETH pumps or PulseX pumps or Inc pumps or Pulsechain pumps. Be ready, and then be ready to take profits, because most likely it's going to come back down until we're in the euphoria phase of the market. So PDI right now is at, what happened? Inc is at 113 right now. You know, I'm such a dumbass. I bought that extra 100 at like $1.60. And I knew it was going down, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to have to do this again. I want to just get it over with. And I could have probably bought whatever, would have been an extra like 20 coins. But it's the little things that it's funny. You could hit on the biggest home run, but it's those little tiny losses and the things you didn't do or you forgot that just like eat at you and you never, ever, ever forget. It really is funny. So you're never going to win them all, though, guys. You're never going to be able to buy the bottoms and sell the tops. So when guys draw the candles and say, oh, it went up, 8,000% from wick to wick. Okay, most people got in, somewhere near the bottom and sold somewhere near the top. So don't expect to catch everything. You're not going to. Just be ready to take profits this cycle. I really do think it's going to be a lot of people are going to be stuck holding bags wondering what happened. What happened? Where'd my money go? So, how I did, bro. I did farm for it. I had it up for 3.5 months. And once the APR got down to like 16%, I pulled it out in like the end of July. And I took my like 75 million pulse and took half of it and degened into PDI, Atropa, Aave, Compound, Frax, Rocket Pools, Linqto, Wrapped, Staked, ETH. So it worked out way better, actually. I did the math. I made like 9 months of farming in those degen plays. So I bought back the next 6 or 8 months worth of ink because I had made like 85 at that point, I think. So I bought back over 100. And I'm just letting them sit, and I might actually do it again, but I don't know, bro. I don't know how to get around the impermanent loss, because the only way I was profitable was because I sold ink at $50, $60 when it first came out. But ever since it dropped below $5, when PulseX would dump hard and pump, like I was just getting chopped up, and I was down like a couple million Pulsechain. And I just didn't see a way out if I had, and I don't know. I feel like it's for a whales game only, but man, that's what the smarter people are here for. And I'm going to just let you know my mistakes and where I won at, and the coins that, I'm about everybody winning in crypto. I am a crypto consultant. I talk crypto and meet with people to discuss crypto every day, to talk about their portfolios, what they did wrong, how we can make it better, how we can adjust, how we can move to blue chips, whatever people do wrong. Everyone's different. So I have a wide bag of coins around different ecosystems. I'm not just a Pulsechain Max, even though it's my favorite. I still love some DeFi on Stellar, some of the XRPL coins, some of the stuff on Hedera, Casper, Zen, what's going on over there. So I'm about all of crypto. And when stuff comes on my radar that's new, like Soma.finance, just got a tip about that. And yeah, so that's all I got for tonight, guys. House, man, let me know. I really would love to bring you on and just chop it up. I really would. And yes, you seem super smart, and I would love to be educated on what you're seeing about this this ratio with Atropa to DAI, because that's what I like to hear, man. It's what's most important, guys, is that we have a stable coin on here that is decentralized that we can use. USDC and USDT are basically CBDCs. They're being tracked right now. They can be tracked. Any wallet can be shut down. Anybody that's using Binance in a private wallet can be shut down. So, guys, like, we need the internet money wallets. We need the decentralized, the non-CBDCs, basically. I'm going to start calling USDC and USDT CBDCs from now on, and die the decentralized stablecoin, because that's what I feel like it is. And we need to start talking like that. So like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Peace.